For the last few days, we've been talking a bit about timeline therapy, and the question that has popped up is, well, how quickly does it work? And the thought that popped into my mind is, how black is the kettle? Like, is any two people the same, and is any two situations the same? Are we dealing with a negative emotion here, or are we dealing with a trauma that potentially holds many emotions? And so it could take one session to work on something like anger, and we're going to get the learning and we're going to release the anger and we go away really happy. Or it could be something that has been a big part of our life for a long time, and the unconscious mind is not as quick to let it go because we run programs within ourselves that the unconscious mind believes is healthy and healing for us, or more to the point, that it's keeping us safe. And so it might take a few sessions to get to the bottom of what's going on and how we can release certain emotions and limiting beliefs attached to a certain situation in our life, and then we can once again let it go, because when change happens at the unconscious level, it happens in an instant. Now, there's all sorts of, we could go off on all sorts of tangents, but I just thought I could give you an example of a learning. And this wasn't actually timeline therapy, but it was a learning that I had in life that was very profound, and it changed my outlook. And it happened so it was about 20 years ago. And I was talking to my sister on the phone, and she said something that offended me terribly. And I got off the phone and I huffed around the house for a few hours. I was really cranky and I was annoyed. And how could she say such a thing? And at some point, I realised that my sister hadn't meant to offend me. She hadn't gone out of her way to offend me. In fact, she would never offend me knowingly. And so my learning in that moment was that she hadn't offended me. I had chosen to be offended. Now, when we take accountability for our own feelings and our own actions and our own beliefs, it puts us in a place of power, because only we can change our reality. And so by taking accountability for how I was feeling and realising that my sister hadn't offended me, I had chosen to be offended, I got a big learning in life that I've been able to carry forward with me in many, many other situations as well. People don't just make us happy. We choose to be happy. And so we act and interact with other people, but we need to take account for our own stuff. When we work with our unconscious mind, we very much build a relationship and a rapport with our unconscious mind, a trust with our unconscious mind. And so when we put ourselves in this position, it's a position of power where we can listen to our unconscious mind, we can get the learnings, and we can let go of that energy that is not so helpful and healing for us. So does this happen in an instant? Yes, it does. Can we make big changes in one session? Yes, we can. Can we make even greater headway into our journey with multiple sessions? Yes, we can. So I guess there's no easy answer, but that is how I would address my thoughts on how long does it take.